third generation version of Bentley's Continental GT Convertible claims to represent the pinnacle of open-top motoring. Bentley has been making iconic open tourers for around a century, some built to achieve success at Le Mans and Brooklands, others to convey their glamorous owners to the resorts of Monte Carlo and Cannes. All have been memorable, but in truth none has been truly sporting in the supercar sense. Until now, perhaps. Beautiful roof up or roof down, this is the fastest, most agile, most luxurious car of its kind this British brand has ever made.
So what will you notice first in this open-topped Conti variant? Well, there's no buffeting, no chassis shake over bumps, and conversation is easily possible up to and way beyond the legal limit. Plus, neck-level vents under the headrests, armrests that are now more powerfully heated, along of course with heat for the steering wheel and seats, make al fresco motoring comfortably possible, even on the coldest winter morning. This really is an immaculately engineered piece of cabriolet design, and it's a model that's taken a significant dynamic step forward in this third generation form. The whole car's much better balanced for a start because the engine's been set 150mm further back on the lighter, stiffer Porsche Panamera-derived MSB chassis that the British brand has re-specified to its own exacting requirements. That platform also helps to deliver a useful 80 kilo weight reduction for this third generation model. And the damping's far more sophisticated too, thanks to Bentley's dynamic ride control 48 valve active anti-roll bar setup that controls body roll through the bends. Plus, you get standard 3-chamber air suspension that you can control through a sophisticated driving mode system that tweaks ride quality, throttle response, steering feel and gear change timings, which come from the new, much slicker shifting 8-speed PDK dual clutch auto gearbox. Now let's talk about the various power plants, and you'll be able to enjoy their aural orchestration so much more if you're able to retract the roof. Engine-wise, most Continental GT convertible buyers choose the 6-litre twin-turbo 12-cylinder W12 engine we're trying here. Bentley has developed other petrol power plants for this car. You can ask your dealer about a Porsche-derived 4-litre V8 and a plug-in hybrid that makes a 3-litre V6 with an electric motor. But it's the W12 that most customers tend to want. Here, it puts out 635 PS and 900 newton-meters of torque, enough to ensure that if the sport setting's been engaged, the 62-mile-an-hour sprint can be dispatched in just 3.8 seconds on the way to an unrestricted maximum that's theoretically pegged at 207 miles an hour. Cylinder deactivation technology allows such storming performance to be delivered with a modicum of efficiency should you be driving the car with less aggression, and theoretically an NEDC rated CO2 return of 317 grams per kilometre and a combined cycle WLTP fuel figure of 20.2 mpg are both supposed to be possible. Peerless refinement combines with the superb ride quality and better all-round vision than you get from a lower-slung rival to ensure that you'll use this Bentley on the kind of mundane trip that would perhaps see you leaving a more exotic rival in the garage. Though unmistakably a Bentley, this third-generation Continental GT Convertible seeks to reinterpret the elegance and style of this classic model line. Every exterior panel has been changed to sharpen and modernise the exterior, and the new MSB platform has allowed the car to become longer and lower, with a lengthier wheelbase and shorter overhangs that create a much sleeker look. The multi-layered hood opens or closes in 19 seconds at speeds of up to 30 miles an hour. And when retracted, the folded canopy is stored in its own boot compartment, doesn't impinge on either rear seat or boot space, and allows for a pleasingly low deck that improves the roof-down profile no end. The at-the-wheel experience is as exquisite as it always is in a Bentley. The dashboard sculpted by long flowing wings that mirror the shape of the Bentley badge. Over 10 square metres of wood is used in every Continental GT, and it takes over 9 hours to create and fit these intricate wooden inlays by hand. The stitched leather on these brilliantly supportive seats is exquisite too, particularly with the optional diamond-in-diamond quilted finish that's fitted here. A sophisticated 12.3-inch screen dominates the centre of the fascia, with all the usual audio, navigational and informational functions, including Apple CarPlay smartphone mirroring and Wi-Fi hotspot technology. If you specified the pricey Bentley rotating display, you don't have to constantly look at it though. With this option fitted, the monitor will somersault into the dash when you power off. Or on the move, you can choose to turn the panel to its third face, which gives you 3 little old-style analogue dials for air temperature, a compass and a stopwatch. Lovely. Through the stitched 3-spoke wheel, you view a virtual instrument panel, the centre part of which can be customised to the elements you want to view. We ought to talk about the rear seats too. Now, despite the fact that most owners will most frequently use them only for fashionable coats and designer shopping bags, given the changeable nature of our country's climate, you'll probably be using these rear seats more frequently when the roof's up. So we'll raise the hood for this section. Despite the wheelbase increase of nearly 100mm this time round, there's still not a lot of room back here. Predictably also, headroom still remains at something of a premium, but of course that's the case with most obvious rivals. In this case, you'll probably be okay, provided you're not over 6 foot. Let's take a look at luggage space out back, accessed via a power-operated boot lid. Now, should you have specified the optional City specification pack, this could be activated by a wave of your foot beneath the bumper if, key in pocket, you happen to be approaching the car laden down with bags. As for actual capacity, well, despite this Mark III model's extra body length, the 235-litre boot capacity figure, 123 litres less than the coupe version, is actually 25 litres less than the previous generation Continental GT Convertible could offer. Owning one of these is like having your own private jet. In fact, it's better than that because it's so much more usable, and roof down you can enjoy the journey so much more. This was always the world's most beautifully engineered luxury open-topped conveyance. Now, with its extra sporting brio, it's even more desirable. Is it the proper 4-seater supercar convertible we were promised? Specified correctly, you could argue that. What's more important, though, is that this remains a gloriously unique way to travel. In every way, a true GT convertible. A Bentley convertible.